What's up, guys? Hey, uh, I'm talking to no one because it's super early. But hey, guys. Good morning. Hopefully, you guys are having a good day. So far, so good, huh? I'm gonna ship some stuff. I just did whatnot, whatnot last night. So I'm gonna get the orders out today. So I gotta sit here anyways for a couple hours. So I may as well talk to you guys while I'm doing stuff. Chief Keen, how we doing? You're number one. Appreciate you. Gnarly Knot, good morning. Hi guys. Appreciate you guys coming in to hang out. Nothing important to really talk about. Nothing crazy. Just hanging out. Like I was saying, I got whatnot orders to ship out, and may as well sit here. If I have to sit here anyways, may as well talk to you guys. Ben Harding, appreciate you. Hello, good morning. So I'm kind of get my setup going, so I get my groove on. Yeah. Here, Mandy, you get it. So yeah, it's I'm just gonna, like I said, I'm gonna sit here and ship stuff. You guys, I can just rabble on about whatever you want, or if you want to talk to me about something, that'd be awesome. Who we got? John Salazar, good morning. Good morning to you. Fast B, good morning. Hey, guys. The Robafett. I like that. Enjoyed you on Pokenomics recently. Man, me and Jake, we talk pretty often. And anytime I can have those conversations filmed and preserved on his stream, all the better, just because Jake is great. Obviously, genius. An expert. He was debating whether or not he's an expert. God damn, if that guy's not an expert, who is? You know? At least on how the market is flowing and pricing and stuff like that. Very few people that are better than him. And he's just a good dude. So I appreciate talking to him. It's fun. Basic, good morning. Good to see you in here. Chief King says he's hoping to get in that PSA lottery today. Yeah, what's the deal? You gotta... For the $50 tier, you have to have like apply, and they pick people randomly. Is that what's going on? I don't know. Playscape Games, hello, good morning. Appreciate you. Yeah, good to see you. Good morning. I guess you're over in the UK, so whatever time it is for you. Hope it's good afternoon, good evening, or good night. Zach, shh, we can't. Too early. We can't do that. Nuh-uh. I got Nick in here. Good morning, Nick. How we doing? William Flanagan, what's up to you? Good morning. Yeah, like I said, just got making a little string of whatnot stuff here, guys. So I'm going to talk about, talk to you guys on shipping whatnot. I'm really liking whatnot, guys. I really like whatnot. If you are using it for the right things, whatnot is really great. I can see that it's kind of an internet I have on there now is kind of, I mean, some streams are better than others, let's say that. But I really like it for our use and what we're doing. I really like it for the using it to, you know, maybe move some cards that have been sitting for a while, or stuff that I just maybe have a bunch of extra ones of, and just kind of shoot them along, and I can get, you know, a little bit for them, and I don't have to go through the process of listing them or anything like that. I literally just hold the card up to the camera, show for the front and back of it, and then it goes for whatever it goes for. So it's really an awesome platform. I really like how it is and how it looks, how easy it is for people to bid. It's good for the buyers and the sellers. For buyers, you can get really great deals. If you're getting like a smaller stream or something like that, you can kind of get a really good, awesome deal. And for sellers, for somebody like me, it's perfect. Like something that I don't want to spend time on, I just throw it on the app, and then people buy it. And it's not say I'm dumping a bunch of garbage. Like last night, I ran some really awesome cards. Like and a couple of them went for over $100. So I'm not just dumping all my garbage on there, but yeah, just the amount of time it saves me from having to go through and list all this stuff on like eBay or whatever, where I would still have to take pictures and stuff like that. It's just not really worth the time. On Whatnot, it's way easier, and yeah, it might sell for a little bit cheaper, or maybe I'm not getting a full dollar for it, but yeah, it's a good platform, and I really like using it. And like I said, as a buyer, sometimes you get pretty good deals. Like a couple of my cards that pretty good. Still went for a little less than what we would typically get, maybe on some other platforms. But again, the time and the effort, I have to pay, my guys to list them and take pictures and all that stuff. The time I save and that amount of time, it's not worth it to get that extra 10% maybe. I may as well just, again, I'm just moving along. So yeah, if you're not on Whatnot, I did put the link. This is like pretty shameless, but if you go into the description of this video, or the description, I put a little link there. If you're not on Whatnot, if you go to that, I think you get like $10, and I get $10 as well to spend, which is awesome, because then I can go on and I can support other people and buy stuff from them as well. So it's kind of a cool thing that they do. Collector dudes, what's up? I'm at work at the moment. Yeah, I know it's early. I'm at work too. So yeah, I appreciate you hopping in, just talking wherever you can. No big deal. John Salazar says CGC is caught up. Turnaround times are fantastic. That's not what I hear from other people, but I'm glad your experience is good. Playscape asks what the fees are like. So it's I think it's like 8%, 8 or 9%. It's single digits, and then you have card fees and stuff that they put onto you. But it's really cool because when you sell on there, I'll show you. I want to cover their address so I don't show it to them. Like they give you like a little sheet. I put all my cards in blocks and number them, and they number them when they put the item out. So this is what the cards went for and what they bid it on, and that way I can go back. I write the numbers on the card. This is the 4th block that it's in, and that's 15 or 17th card that I ran. So it makes it super easy just to compare that to that, and then they give you a shipping label. I don't have to do anything with shipping. I don't have to put in a weight or anything. I don't have to pay shipping. They charge the buyer for the shipping, and then I get the label, and I print out these at the same time. It spits out at the same time. It's super easy to just sit down and ship on here. And it's perfect for somebody like me, where it's super fast, easy. I literally just click create label, spits it out of my label maker, and I sit down and I ship them. I can do it in a little short hour. So, but yeah, it's super good, and it's fun. The app is fun. It's fun to sit down and talk to people. A lot of people that came over from YouTube have joined on there, so appreciate it if any of you guys are in the chat that I did that and just stop in. Even if you just said, hey, I appreciate you just coming over and hanging out with me. So it does make it fun just to have talk to people. While auctions are running, I don't really have a lot to do, so I'm just, talking with the chat. So it's just another place to really just talk to me if you want to talk to me more. I don't know, but yeah. Ryan Taylor says, I was in Louisville recently and stopped by your store. You weren't there? Aw, that sucks. I'm sorry. I'm not at the shop as much as I used to be, just because we got so much going on right now. But I still go over there and I play Pokemon and stuff like that. In fact, today I'm going to go over there and play Pokemon in our event. So that's going to be fun. That's cool. But yeah. John Selzak says he's got an economy submission from CGC, I'm assuming, back in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Yeah, that's really good. Miriam says, on my wife's account, could you do a video on how you deal with fraud one day? My store has been getting hit hard by stolen cards the past week. Yeah, I can definitely, let me actually put that in. I have like a list of like stuff to talk about on Card Shop Candids, and I've never talked about that before. So let me go put that in my notes and put that in stuff to talk about. Because yeah, it's something that people don't talk about a lot, and it is definitely a thing that happens. So let me put this in here. Yeah, it's a hard thing dealing with stuff like that. Sorry to hear. Things getting stolen is going to happen. I mean, you could have the nicest store in the nicest area of town, and things are going to walk away. It's a matter of fact. It's just things going to happen. So you just gotta just be careful with that, and you know, it's really easy to get comfortable with people, get comfortable with regulars, people that are coming in, and you know, remember your relationship that you have, even if they're like your friends in real life. At that moment, you're not friends. You're a business. You're talking. You may be having fun and enjoying the conversation, but you know, it's a business. You're selling things to them. Um, you are taking money from them. So it's remember that it is business. It's at that moment, your relationship is different. So just always make sure that you're very vigilant with the same treat that the same way as you would a stranger, and just make sure that you're watching out, because we've had plenty of people that were regulars to the store steal from us. So it happens. Beermander Pokedan says, have you been seeing more or less or average the amount of singles coming into your store trying to be sold to you with cooldown from the hype? Beermander, it's probably about the same. We get a lot of trade-ins. We do. Just right now, the caliber of stuff seems to be really good. Like, we're getting a lot of really good trade-ins right now. So, and I'm sure there's probably people trying to move stuff before it gets priced down. It's very normal. So yeah, we see a lot of good stuff coming through. But sales singles or single sales for singles have been super strong. So it's really good sales wise. So as soon as we get good stuff in, it goes back out. So that's good. That's kind of stuff, stuff that you have really low margins on. If you see them move faster, that's what you want to see, and that's what we're seeing right now. Is that these good modern cards, or even like mid-range, older stuff that are really popular that you might pay up on. It's really good to see those keep moving, because that makes me more comfortable with the margins that we're selling, even in a market like we're in. So yeah, singles have been awesome. Singles have been moving, and yeah, we're still doing the same good stuff that we've been doing. So Java Akuma, good morning. Hey. Who's Uriel? Hi. How many more sets do you think will be in the Sword and Shield before we see the next Pokemon era? It's a good question. There is currently, there's not like a Gen 9 on the horizon yet that we know of. I'm sure once they get Arceus out, they'll be working on that probably here soon. But yeah, so I would say we probably have to get through this year, and it is a little longer of a generational block, or whatever you want to call it. So at least this year, I imagine we probably won't see another Pokemon game. Maybe this winter. I doubt it. Next holiday season. I doubt it. Maybe we'll have to wait till maybe mid next year. But yeah, we're gonna have a couple more Sun and Moon, or Sword and Shield. Sword and Moon. Jeez, it's good morning. Hi, good morning. Let me just drink some more coffee here. Great. Christopher, good morning from Tuolumne City in California, near Yosemite. Christopher, I grew up right next to Fresno there, so I'm very familiar with Yosemite. Been there several times. It's awesome. Cheers to you. Good morning. Zach says, I'm always working when you all do Pokemon nights. Yeah, man, it's Thursdays I know are not like the greatest day, but it works for us. We actually have a lot of our employees that get off early and play Pokemon, so it works for us. We're having fun. We do have people coming up now pretty often, so it's fun. It's a good time. John Salazar, do you feel the market is rebounding? I see cards going for more money. The market is stable, which is the best you can ask for, especially modern. I never felt like anything slowed down in modern. Prices went down because people are, there's more product out there, so prices went down. But the fact that we're seeing boxes now go up. If you watched Danny Phantom's latest video, and I did a video about the little price bump that we saw at the beginning of the year. They went up, and now we're continuing to go up. So, it's modern particularly is in a really great spot, and I like that there's value. I like that there's things that have that you can open cards that have $100+ values or close to their $80 value, 60. That kind of stuff is good. That's a healthy place for any game to be. So you like to see that, and you just don't want to see a set come out and have every card be $40 or below. That sucks. Because Pokemon in particular, products are so expensive. You want the singles to have value. If singles don't have value, there's no use. There's no point in opening product. So the fact that prices are up and stable and going up just shows that the community and the player base or the collector base is also very strong and still buying. I Choose You says, Fab TCG or Meta Poop? I like both for certain reasons. I love Flesh and Blood. Flesh and Blood is a great competitive game. We're actually picking it up and doing a lot more with it here recently. And MetaZoo, I just got second edition for Crypto Nation in, and it's moving more online than locally, but it's the middle of the week. Maybe if we get through the weekend, we'll see how it does through this weekend. People come in and buy boxes. Christopher asks, other than playing the Pokemon Play website, is there any way, other than calling every individual LGS, to find out which LGS is doing Play League? Yeah, Chris. The website is good. The stores that did it, pre-shutdown, would still be on there. They pretty much froze all organized play. I don't even have to apply for my judgeship or my organizership. All that stuff is frozen for right now. So, but of course, with COVID and everything still going on, it's probably going to be, it's going to hit and miss. Who's actually running events and who's not. And just right now, just in general, a lot of events are kind of suppressed just because a lot of people don't want to go out. So, calling around might just be your best bet. I'm sorry, I don't have a better answer than that. But, yeah, just to see who's playing and who's not. I know a lot of places, especially in California where you're at, there's going to be restrictions and things. So, Lions, what do you think about Jake Paul's fake box affecting the Pokemon Shield product? Puts a lot of doubt into people that are into classic stuff, into the old WotC era stuff, especially the recent Rattle video where he's talked about to the guy, Micah, where he was saying, "Oh yeah, there's fake stuff out there. I put it out there," and that's concerning, and it should be a concern for a lot of people. But yeah. Matt Deegan says, why do I love Mason so much? Look, man, you just have good taste. That's all there is to it. Crazy Fragger asks, any news on Brent Star pre-release? I was actually going to work on that later today or tomorrow. We have a couple weeks still. I just want to make sure our numbers are good and everything's, I don't want to, because last release things were delayed a little bit, so I want to make sure that things are going to still go forward. I don't want to put anything out there too early. That's how it is for every TCG, every release. Everything's tentative. Everything can change. Yeah. Matt Deegan asks, is it pronounced Arceus or Arceus? According to a voiced Pokédex where they say the name of the Pokemon, it is Arceus, like Noah's Ark. Mainly because this is what they say. It's because they don't want people saying arse, in a kids card game. So it's Arceus. That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. Official products are saying it is Arceus. So I slip and I say Arceus sometimes too, but Arceus. Either one is okay. It doesn't really matter. But yeah. Nutty, have you seen a lot of Nintendo EX era cards in near mint condition coming into your store? Those are just super hard to find in any good shape, or just at all. But yeah, they come and go. Sometimes collections come in and people have them. I think right now we might have a couple, but normally they go pretty quickly. We have people that buy from us regularly, and they know that because our grading is so harsh that they'll be good to buy something, and it's going to actually be light played. So I have a lot of people that just pretty much buy just anything old light play because they know it's going to be good, and they can go, ship it off and get graded, and it's going to be like an 8 or better, or 7 or better. So it's just stuff like that is super rare. It doesn't stick around typically. No, goes pretty quick. Lucked Out Luke asks, what kind of product margin do you look for when buying and pricing a collection? Luke, we do kind of like a grading scale, and I talked about this in a couple of card shop candids. The more expensive something is, the higher we're going to pay, because obviously we're making more money off that item. So if we take and pay, 50% on a $10 card, that means we're making a $5 profit if we sell, for full value. Whereas if we buy a $50 card for 70%, we're making that same amount of money and able to pay better to get that item. So yeah, it's just, we do a grading scale, a sliding scale based on the price of a card, the condition of it, make sure it's good shape, and then how fast we can sell it as well. All those kind of things play into like how much we would offer on something like that. BMX Riot, can you elaborate on your take on Jake's modern investing thoughts from the podcast you had the other night? I feel like you were giving a strong counter argument. I like to just give Jake a hard time. Jake gives me a hard time. And it's just the fun banter that we have. And it makes it entertaining and enjoyable, I think. It's just... Okay. I'm going to say this in the most positive way. Jake's an opportunist. And he's also very cheap. So if he can get something for cheap that he thinks is going to go up in value, no matter what it is, obviously he's going to buy it. Just, that is away from the norm that we typically hear from Jake, but it is in line with what his fundamentals are, which is, something that is undervalued and has good projections to be good value is, where he wants to put money, because it's not expensive go up. It's no matter what it is, goes up. The more it goes up, the happier he is with his investment, right? So it makes perfect sense, and it's totally in line with what Jake says, but he's just flopped, and just because of the market the way it is, it makes total sense. There is opportunity out there that he sees. So I just thought it was funny. I laughed about it. Pokefun, thanks for hitting me back. Yeah, Pokemon. I just saw that this morning, and I will definitely get back to you. Oreos, Mason, you know where stuff on. Yeah, this is the new office I just moved into. I actually just got my desk put together here, so I'm still putting things together, figuring things out where I want to put the stuff. So yeah. Jacob asks, "Hey, homie, what's up, man? You got a favorite Pokemon or specific artwork? Can't wait for the TPC to come up with a blueberry cheesecake Pokemon, because why the heck not? It would rule. Absolutely, I agree. That would be awesome." My favorite Pokemon is Arcanine. Absolute favorite. I'm really excited to see what they do in Arceus. We're going to see how that goes. But, yeah. It's kind of cool and exciting. to see new takes on Pokemon, especially when it's your favorite. And Arcanine is like it's pretty well loved by a lot of people, and I don't know, Arcanine's been kind of like a backseat to a lot of Pokemon, even though he's super popular. I don't know why that is. I just kind of sold that on Whatnot last night. First edition Arcanine. But I'm really excited to see him get this new form. Hopefully the new form means that there's going to be new like V or V Maxes or V Gold Star. That'd be awesome of an Arcanine. I'd love to see it. Yeah, Danny T, I was talking a little bit about Whatnot. I really enjoy it from a seller side, and for what I'm doing, it makes a lot of sense. And Whatnot is great in that regard. That for a seller like me that has a lot of overstock, has a lot of stuff. I mean, we mine collections for 6 years almost at this point. So yeah, we have a ton of just backlogs, and again, things that we have multiples of, or things that have just been in our inventory for 6 months or longer, So just to get that money back out of them and move them on a platform where we're going to get a decent return on it, and again save us time from having to take pictures and list it on eBay and that kind of stuff. It just makes a lot of sense for us to do it this way. Metazul. Thoughts on the Craig Takiguchi announcement for Metazoo? I was actually contemplating about making a video about that. I really like it. I really think it's cool. He has the chops to build a brand, which is exactly what Mike's wants to do. So obviously he has experience with the parent company of Hello Kitty, which is, after Pokemon, Hello Kitty is the next biggest brand in the world. I don't know if you guys know, but it's the very next one. So it makes a whole lot of sense. And I think it's a match made in heaven. I'm sure Mike loves it. I'm sure it's exactly the kind of stuff and the type of person that's going to go along and really propel the branding and the overall market and feeling on Metazoo. I think it's a very ideal choice. Because you take Steve Aoki and then this Craig guy, put them together, you have a major influencer and you have a major smart brand builder. Put them together. Fusion Dance. It's a good move. It's really smart. It's really, really good business smart. I really like it. Yeah, it's good. Trainer Jake says, good morning. Good morning to you. Question about TCG Player. I want to sell more on the platform, but all the videos I watch make me shy away from it because it's not profitable. What are your thoughts? Yeah, I really like TCG Player. I like the fact that, especially for Modern, it's really easy to list stuff. You just look the card up, say what condition it is, set your price, and move. You keep moving. So I really like it in that regard. Being able to sell on a platform that does not require pictures and has a grading standard that everybody should be following. Of course, you do get disputes and things like that for things that are not in said condition or that kind of stuff. But yeah, TCG Player is great. If you have, it's great for Modern. If you have a lot of good Modern stuff, TCG Player is definitely the place to go. Trader Matt says, what's selling best in your store right now? Selling a lot of Pokemon's still huge. Selling a lot of, we just picked up manga, got manga in, and people are really liking that. Selling a lot of a little more popular books. A lot of stuff is on back order as well. But yeah. Basic, what are you doing right here? People that say Rayquaza versus instead of Rayquaza. Is that a joke? Looked at Luke, thoughts on the upcoming EverQuest release with recyclable booster packs. Think it'll catch on? I don't know. I don't know if those will. We'll have to see how they are, obviously. If they are functionally the same and They can't be messed with, and there's still some safety in knowing that the pack hasn't been tampered with and it can't be resealed and stuff like that. Sure, make it recyclable. Go ahead. TDC wanted. Good morning. Good morning to you. Thank you. Do you think sets like Revolving Skies are fusion scale? Oh, what? Another reprint, or is there something coming out soon? Another reprint, or is there too much coming out soon with reprints? Or I think I get what you're trying to ask, TDC. I think we'll probably see more Evolving Skies. We just have to. I mean, it's just we need more. The market is already taking off on that box, and it is by far selling our best selling box. So, yeah, we have to get more of those. We have to get more of those out because the market's already gobbling up what's already out there, and I can't buy any more from distribution right now. So we need more Evolving Skies. If they could print Evolving Skies for another year, and they probably would do okay, and everybody would buy it up. Eevees is too strong, man. Eevees are too strong. And it's, it's a slam dunk set, and it's the best-selling set, and it'll probably be the best-selling set. We'll see what Brilliant Stars does, but I still expect it to be very popular this year, and people wanting to go back and buy that stuff. Yeah, Christopher, yeah, appreciate you just hanging out and chatting, man. For good. All good. Green Mountain Pokemon, hello, Mason, everyone's. Hi from Vermont. Green Mountain, good to see you. Stakataka could be the worst, definitely the worst Ultra Beast. Like, name me a worse Ultra Beast. It's just a wall. It's not even like a cube, like a brick, like outhouse. Why is that a Pokemon? What's up, Pokegang? Yeah, we're just hanging out. Chevs, what's going on? How do you manage to be so present on YouTube, manage a business, a family man at the same time? Do you ever sleep? No, I don't sleep at all. Chev, whenever you just are excited and happy to be doing something that you are passionate about, it doesn't feel like work at that point. This definitely feels like work. I'm not talking to you guys, but just shipping stuff. Like, that's my day-to-day. Like, that's what I do. Even at, I have employees and things that are doing other stuff, processing and cleaning and doing stuff like that. A lot of the stuff and with the rubber meets the road stuff, like shipping, I still do a lot of. And stuff like inventorying, buying things, making sure that inventory is correct in stock, all that stuff. I think it's important to stay engaged with what's going on. And as we see a lot of people kind of make less content or just move away in general from YouTube, you kind of start sorting out who's really, here and passionate about the business and the market and the hobby, and then you're going to lose people that aren't. So, yeah, I when I go home, I hop into chats, live chats, and things because I enjoy it. I'm genuinely interested, and it's good for my business. It's good to get a vibe of what's going on, and it's all linked. Everything's linked together. So the more engaged I can be, the more I can help my business. The more I make proper decisions on allocations and things like that. See how I already feel about stuff. All that good stuff. It all links together. So yeah, I just genuinely enjoy talking about that stuff. Oreos, and we can't talk about Arceus leaks. No, we can't. We can't talk about them. Nope. Poking Fun, have you ever thought about running at 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. live every day where your store is just open? We've thought about doing like a Twitch live stream of just like the store, just so people can like see what's going on and what people are hanging out with. I do kind of like that idea, that concept, but some people just don't want to go in and don't want to be on camera and stuff like that, which I understand. So Um, we go back and forth on whether or not it's a good idea. We definitely want to do like more like live of like playing. So like on Twitch, having people play on Twitch and run that kind of stuff. So yeah, we go back and forth on it. Audrey Sampson, hello, good morning. What do you think about rip and ships sites and streams like Drip? Yeah, I know about Drip. I think it's fine. I like Whatnot personally better from what I've seen of Drip. Both of them are very restrictive. Like the fact that I can't like use this kind of setup and like all my cameras and good microphone and stuff, or even like play music on the stream without just like playing it from my computer speakers is weird to me. Doesn't make a lot of sense. But I understand that it's supposed to be accessible, and definitely you want buyers to be buying on the cell phone just because of the ease of it. So yeah, um, ribbon chips they're fine. They clearly, even after the markets calm down, there's still people that want to do that kind of stuff. Still people that want to engage and watch that content, which is fine. It's all fine. Um, when the new set comes out, I'm definitely gonna be on Whatnot. I'm gonna be selling packs and stuff, just because. Why not? So yeah, it's become a part of the experience and buying and selling and all that. So it's something that is going to continue for sure. Pokeang makes it I need to send you my bulk. Don't send me your bulk, man. Don't send me your bulk. Danny T, what's your Whatnot username? It's just card in all gaming. Just all one word altogether, because you can't have spaces on there. But yeah, can you? I don't know if you can or not, but it's just Cardinal Gaming. This is the name of the store. In fact, if you go to the description, there's a link if you haven't signed up for Whatnot, and it gives you like $10 free, and it gives me $10 free to spend on there as well. So, just saying. Doctor says I will not buy Hello Kitty. That's fine. Clearly, there's millions of people in the world that are buying Hello Kitty because they make billions and billions of dollars every year. So, it's all good. Catching up, guys. I know it's I start talking and I get behind, so I'm trying to do better. Philip, no, we can't talk about Arceus. Don't talk about it. Can't do it. No Arceus chat. Fasen, hi Mason. This is on Twitch. Hello from Twitch. If you're watching on Twitch, appreciate you. I got 2 Pokemon Celebrations Pikachu premium figure collections and have opened one already. Do you think they will go up the price within 5 years? They will definitely go up in price. How much they'll go up, we don't know. And if Pokemon starts putting out figure collections every year, we're going to either see people either not think they're that special anymore and start just not holding them as, in most, not thinking very highly of them, or there'll be people out there that it goes like ETBs went. ETBs were very, very not liked when they first released. We thought, who the hell is this product for? Who's buying this? And now, obviously, ETBs are a huge part of buying Pokemon cards. There's people that just collect ETBs. So if we see the figure collections like that take off and they make more and more of them, that maybe there'll be a collector's market for them as well. So if they'll go up in 5 years, it'll definitely go up in 5 years for sure. Would you be better off doing more money or make more money if you put that money into something else? Probably. So, I mean, I would just, I would definitely not say you're going to be getting rich off of it. Basic Trainer says there's no school because it's 40 degrees in Texas. What? Zach says he uses TCG Player for Magic and extras he has. Yes, TCG Player is definitely good for Magic. Magic sells like crazy on TCG Player. Oreos, yeah, somebody else was saying that about CGC. I watch so much stuff about from other people on different streams and people talking shit about CGC. So I don't know. I like CGC. I like the slabs. I like their pedigree as a company. Uh, but yeah, every collector base is different, and everybody has a different concept of what is the best way to grade a card or whatever. So yeah, it's just that's the way everything is, and for a business that does comics and coins and all this other sort of stuff, they're just going to apply the other stuff that works in other categories and puts it in here that may not be the way to do it for uh, trading cards. They're going to learn. They're still relatively new. They're still working the kinks out. So I would say, in the long run, CGC is going to get there. But right now, yeah, people aren't liking them too much, which is, they'll figure it out. Alex Weaver asks, outside of Pokemon, what is the next TCG to stock? Flesh and Blood is super good. And the singles are, they hold pretty strong. As for a playing card game, they're really fun. Just because it's something new. A lot of people are into it because it's new and something different. Magic is and always will be the top TCG as far as playing goes. I think it's going to take a lot for anybody to come along and best Magic. And Magic is putting out some stuff and doing some things that are only making their game more dominant. The past couple of sets have sold really poorly, but I think they're figuring out, and this year is going to be a better year for them. I think as far as people that are happy with the products, even with all the general meh of the sets, it's still selling extremely well. And singles are selling. People are playing the game still. People are still into it. Magic, again, as a competitive game without competitive and organized play and whatever you want to call it being able to happen, it's just in general is going to be, uninflated. It's going to suck for a while until we can get play back together. And once play happens again, people are going to be back into it, and it's going to be good. Yu-Gi-Oh is fun just because Yu-Gi-Oh has always been good. Formosa is the worst Ultra Beast. It's fine. Danny Matthews, I need Cardinal Gaming merch. Funny you asked that, Danny. If you go to our website, cardinalgaming.com, we have hoodies, sweaters, shirts, things like that on the website. Dice are cool. This little dice where one of the sides of the dice is our logo. It's kind of cool. What kind of merch would you want? That's the thing I always ask. We'll make anything. Just tell us what you think is cool. Loot Investments, hello, I've been watching your content for a while. Keep going. Appreciate you. Thank you, Luke. Swami, I'm passionate, bro. Swami, I already know. I'm surprised you do the shipping. I do some of the shipping. We ship a lot of stuff all the time. Whatnot, I'm just taking care of just because I know, and it's the next day, so I'm just gonna do it. But yeah, that'd be the first thing I'd eliminate if you had an employee. Yeah, Nick. Yeah, I get that. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys appreciating me. That's awesome. Umbreon's friend. Love watching your videos. Ordered my first EOS Cosmic Boost box from you a month ago and pulled the Umbreon V Altart. Yo, that's hot. Am I crazy if I buy a graded card and take it out of the slab, but I like how it looks all? Yeah, Colton. I would say it's weird that if you pay a premium on that, but if it's like a 10 and you really want it in perfect shape, and it's about the same price, I guess. It's just a lot of work. You gotta be real careful cracking slabs, but if you can do it. 30 TCG, do you ever talk with Darium? I would love to see him do an interview on Jake's channel. I love Darium. There is probably no one more genuine and frank. I don't know, maybe me, but on the same level. But than Darium, I've watched Darium stuff forever. His card shop lives were amazing, and probably something that very much influenced how I wanted to run a store and how I thought it was cool, and you know, maybe was a big part of how I got into this business. So I love Darium. He's awesome. Um, I have talked to him briefly, and of course I watch. Maybe I'll drop onto his breaks on Twitch or whatever. But I've not ever talked to him in person. I would love to. Philip Anthony Mason, are you sad that the window for great special arts seems to be over now with VMAXs seem to be done for? No, Phil. I think even though they switch out those things all the time, those mechanics in the TCG, they just keep it rotating just because obviously they want you to buy more cards in the new set, so they're going to keep changing the format. But yeah, they're going to keep innovating and doing stuff, but clearly people really love the alt arts. They love the character arts. They love all those unique and very dynamic and awesome looking art. They're going to keep doing that. It's not they're going to be something they stop anytime soon. So yeah, even though the VMAXs or whatever are gonna be phased out, they'll keep making awesome art, and I think they really know a lot about what people are wanting to see now. TGC Art House, hi Doug. I made some thoughts on Sorcery Contested Realm. I am not familiar with that. TCG Art House. Maybe I'm missing out. I don't know. Make-A-Wish, what up? Big fan from Italy? Well, hello. Hey, Droopy. No, yeah, Phil, I know what we were meaning. What process do I take to send you my bulk? Oh my god. Send it to Danny Phantom. Danny Phantom will pay you better than I will ever pay you for bulk. Go on. What is it? PKM Coliseum? Go there, and I think they have a thing for bulk on there. I wish MTG would follow Pokemon with ETBs and put themed sleeves in the boxes. Yeah. Ultra Pro makes a lot of sleeves for Magic. Like they have like a contract for like to make the set arts of the sleeves, like with all the characters and the card art and stuff on them. So I'm sure Ultra Pro probably wouldn't be too happy about that because that basically like takes a sleeve option out of the mix. But yeah, Pokemon fun. Have you seen OKJLo's reenactment of the Pokemon or Logan Paul case? Yes, I've seen it. It's fantastic. OKJLo's is awesome. I really like his content. Even the time when he made fun of my hot dog video and did like a parody of that, I loved it. I think it's hilarious. I think that's the kind of stuff that we need to see more in this area. And we need to see more kind of stuff where people are interacting with each other and making comments about other videos. And you can be critical of video and riff on it, or make fun of it, and it not be offensive, or not where it's like I took no offense to OKJLo's video, even though very much like you could be saying that it was negative. Obviously it's negative, but in parody, I understand that you can exaggerate or take things a little bit further, and for the comedic effect, and then it's makes something more enjoyable, and you kind of say, okay, yeah, that's kind of weird, or that's kind of you gain knowledge and see where somebody else is seeing what, like in that video, him exaggerating that back to me gives me feedback where those problems were, without making like a video coming out and talking about that stuff and attacking me. Like you can like critique me, absolutely, but also like I appreciate the way it's presented, and I appreciate it being fed back to me, where I can look at it and be like, yeah, you're right, that's probably a little was over the top. That's totally fine. And but yeah, he makes good content. The reenactment is hilarious. If you guys haven't seen it, go watch that too, because it's so good. It's so awesome. Michael says, "What do you think about Fortnite cards?" I don't know. Fortnite needs to. I talked to Geeked Out Collecting, because she really likes Fortnite cards. They need to do better tie-ins and more stuff to the game with the physical game, because I think doing something like that would make that game explode, and like people want to collect those cards. I can get them from distribution. I've never stocked them. They might do well, but if they had more, like, if you collect all 5 of these and scan all these QR codes, you can get a unique skin, and it adds chase to that. We can actually put it in the game. That'd be hot. That'd be something cool to do. Where you could, like, if they have like a hat and then a torso and then pants, and I don't know what else they do, gloves and boots. I don't know if they have all that kind of stuff. But you have those 5 items on a QR code that's unique that you can scan in, and then after you scan all 5 of those, it's like the Pokemon packs where once you use it, it's gone. But you can get that in a slot in a pack, and then scan it in, and then you get that item. That'd be really cool, and that would totally sell packs. That'd be really good. Colin says, "I found a ton of magics at Salvation Army for $200. Most cards were from," I'm assuming you meant 2018. Yeah, TCG Player has like an app. You can look it up, or you can scan the card and see if it's worth anything. Just be careful that you are selecting the right set that it's from. But yeah, you can definitely. I've seen the same thing and bought cards from like a Goodwill or a Salvation Army. Sometimes there's something good. Trader Jake asked if I sell lower price items on TCG Player. No, we do not. It's just not worth it for the shipping. Absolutely not. You have to be a very, very large operation, have a wide variety of singles, so that people like build out a deck on layer, like that they're buying mostly from you. Then it's worth it. But yeah, I wouldn't go through the trouble. Definitely figure out what's worth it to you and put it on there. But yeah, I would not do that. I just bulk it out. Just bulk out the cheap stuff. I know it sucks, but yeah. Metazul. Yeah, I'm putting up Kickstarter Metazoo. I have a lot more that I haven't put up yet. Just it's like so a while to get through those, but the average player, a hoodie with your phrase on it. Oh, your friend in the gaming business. That'd be funny. That would be funny, actually. Eric asks if we're gonna get dumped on by Pokemon this year. No, I don't think so. If Legends of Arceus is good, if that game does really well and becomes like a Breath of the Wild-esque game and people really get into it, I think it's going to translate to everything. And yeah, cards are still going to be popular. Pokemon cards are still going to be a thing this year, absolutely. Pokéknowledge is here. Hey, good to see you. Good morning. Darium got me back into Pokemon in 2016. Yeah, a lot of people know Darium. He's like a long time person in the hobby. I wish he would do more and just sit down and just talk in the camera like me. I wish he would do stuff like that, because that kind of stuff is so entertaining. And he has so much experience from Magic and LGS and stuff like that. Like I said, I hop into his Twitch streams just to listen to him talk about stuff, just because I appreciate his take on stuff. Metazul asks, how do you feel about all the weird Kamigawa spoilers? I haven't seen, if they're like card leaks like that, I haven't seen any yet. Of course, I don't follow it. I don't follow Magic like I follow Pokemon, unfortunately. So Henrik asks, do you think it'll be worth it to buy a MetaZoo box and keep it sealed? I'm not going to advise anybody to collect anything MetaZoo and think of it as an investment. Much like Beanie Babies, things that are bought to invest in because for the sake that everybody thinks it's investable, you get the Beanie Baby effect where it's no longer interesting anymore. And that's I talked about in the last live I did, and people thought that was really interesting. My take on that is that there has to be more to a card game than just being, ooh, it's collectible. Ooh, it's a stonky thing. It's going to go up in price. It has to have some substance. It has to have some merit. It has to have something attached to it where you can absorb something else than, ooh, it's going to be stonks. That's not a thing that is going to make it, stand the test of time. There's got to be more to it. Steven asks, am I going to sell Cardinal NFTs? Pokemon Fun with Super Chat. Appreciate that. Do you ever send purchase cards via plain one envelope? Yeah, we do. On TCG Player, we do. If you buy from our website, we don't, just because I want it to be tracked and show that we care. But if you buy from like Channel Fireball or from us on TCG Player, we ship in plain one envelopes all the time. We very rarely have any issues of things going missing. Sometimes it happens, and some people lie about getting them. But we normally only ship like cheap stuff in plain white envelopes. I think less than $20. We try to stick around. We'll put in envelopes, but AMPD Chaos. Do you think CGC is shooting themselves in the foot by grading a 9.5? Like how PSA 9 to 5 gets bumped and rounded to a 10? I don't know. It gets messy when you put in half grades. I don't know. Caleb says, hey Mason, I credit a lot of my success in the gaming industry to content like yours. Oh, jeez. I don't know, you must got a lot more lucky. No, that's cool. I appreciate it, Caleb. Thanks so much. Collectible Stonks are asking if I'm keeping any MetaZoo for myself. No. Kyle asks, is anything spicy coming off the shelf today? I don't know if there is. I'm not at the shop, unfortunately. I know that there's definitely spice on the shelf to come off. Matt asks, hey Mason, good morning. Any thoughts on or insight on reprints of celebrations in the coming months? I have no knowledge of such things. I haven't heard any. I don't know anything about it. I'm very leery about saying anything anymore about what Pokemon is going to do because they just don't do things like they used to. So like right now, everything's on the table. Every option's there. Pokemon's going to do whatever the hell they want to make the most money possible. So could I see them reprinting celebrations? Absolutely. What kind of product it would be? It'd probably be ETBs if I had to guess. Maybe some box sets. But yeah, I would see that. I would see that happening. There's probably ship stuff. Mason, do you think there will be another reprint run of Evolving Skies? I don't know. There needs to be another reprint of Evolving Skies because obviously the prices on that box, and we talked about this earlier, they're already going up. And like I am low on boxes. I would like to get some more here soon if I sell through what I got. So, if I'm running out of boxes of Evolving Skies, other people are definitely running out of boxes of Evolving Skies. And yeah, that price is just going to go up more. Danny Matthews, do you guys sell a lot of bulk on TCG Player? No, yeah, Danny. Our inventory is actually synced over on Channel Fireball. So all of our bulk is sold through Channel Fireball because I don't have to do anything extra. So a lot of things like from the recent sets and stuff like that, if you're looking for like reverses or singles from that are super cheap, we sell them on Channel Fireball just because it's already integrated in our system. Hi Clay from Cardboard Empires. How's bid out from the new shop going? Ugh, don't. Why you gotta bring that up? It's just a lot. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of, having to get people in and to do the work and stuff like that. It's just get people to show up is a struggle, especially right now. I can't do electric. I can't do HVAC. I can't do floors. I gotta have professional come in and do it, right? So those guys are just in high demand, and they're very busy, and there's not enough of them going around, and everybody calling out being sick, and people that are just not a lot of labor, skilled labor out there. It's slow going, unfortunately. Collectible stonks asks, when you ship cards from your website, are you using something similar to eBay standard envelope shipping for tracking? No, yeah, collectible. We ship in bubble mailers, so it's like a package. We charge for that shipping as well. So Chev is asking, makes you think supply chain international shipping issues will affect Brilliant Stars? It doesn't seem like that is the case. Of course, it always could happen. But they seem to be very, like I said, it's 50-50. So on the waves right now. So we'll see. You never know. But yeah, I don't expect any issues, because it seems like, heck, if they're already getting cards leaked like a month and a half early, like our packs leaked a month and a half early, that product's got to be sitting somewhere. So yeah, hopefully not. Hopefully there won't be any delays. Angry RT asks, do you think PSA or Beckett will ever expand to different countries? I think it'd be very smart for them to. I think it'd be very smart to put in somewhere in Europe or Japan for a lot of these companies. It makes a lot of sense. Grading has definitely become a worldwide thing that's appreciated. So I think it'd be very, very smart to open up offices in Europe and Japan. Or just in Asia as well. A tsunami of Zards? Probably. I know that in different areas of the world, there's there's different Pokemon that are popular. So, but I think Charizard is pretty popular everywhere. Team Trebush broke the 69 viewer streak. Congrats. I don't know. Yeah, Jeff. Yeah, exactly. I mean, we were gonna get flooded with it anyways, but yeah. Hey Phil, you're on YouTube instead of Facebook. But hey, hello. EV Buddy, you want to know my thoughts on Blizzard being sold to Microsoft? Sounds like one bro company getting sold to another bro company. So is it going to fix any of their issues? Maybe. I think situations like that, everything just needs to be shook up. You just kind of have to, people have to. How do I? You have to take that stuff out, like from the top down. And I think people get too confident, too comfortable in things, and then when they get called out on something and they don't own up to it, it makes it worse. So yeah, people think that they're untouchable. It's a dangerous way to be. Caleb is asking, have I ever played Flesh and Blood? Do I enjoy it? I've definitely watched guys play it. I like the play of it. I like how the interactions work. It's like the complete opposite to how Pokemon works, because it's like a back and forth instead of a, just like, I'm going to play and do my thing, and then I have to sit there for 5 to 10 minutes while you do your thing. But so I like that aspect of it. It also takes I think it takes a higher level of thinking than most card games. So I like that aspect of it. It's very much a thinker's game kind of thing. Uh-oh. Oh, I put that in the wrong stack. Okay, I got confused. Marcus, man, how we doing? How we doing to you? I'm good. I'm just shipping whatnot stuff out. So I'm trying to do that and talk at the same time and failing. Checklist number 8. Bada boom. It's kind of fun. We sold a lot of shadowless stuff on whatnot the other night. So like these guys. Oh, I have my green screen filter on. Let's not use that as an example. Shadowless guys like this. So that's fun. Last night I just sold WotC stuff, so it's kind of fun to do that. Zach says, speaking of Microsoft, I told one of you guys that I wanted to buy y'all's giant cardboard Master Chief. Oh, like the little paper mache looking skin off of Minecraft looking guy. We didn't even buy that. That was a holdover from the Book and Music Exchange, the other game store that was there before us. They just never took it down. So it's just like we inherited it. Of all things to inherit. So, yeah. I don't know, just for that sake, I think we should just keep it forever. Marcus says, seems like there's gonna be a lot of Brilliant Stars printed. I think so. I think it's gonna be both printed heavily and it's gonna be selling very well, I think. So, which is good. And yeah, this guy bought all of mine. I ran like 2 at a time. It's like I ran a Ghastly and a Haunter at the same time. Just because, otherwise it'd be pretty cheap. But this guy seemed like he picked them all up, so that's cool. I do like selling stuff like first editions, like common and uncommon first editions and shadowless stuff on there, just because people seem to be really receptive to it. And then, the condition is really important on that too, so they be able to look at it and then buy it makes sense. And they're not expensive, again, green screen, sorry. We'll use this. Like a shadowless Abra. Might be what, $1, $2, $3, I don't know. But for him to be able to sell something like that, sell that on whatnot for a couple dollars, and then that same person can buy other stuff on the other lots, and I can bundle it all together like this guy. He bought 10 just shadowless cards, He paid, a couple dollars a piece, $5 here, $5 there, uh, $2 for one, again, not huge stonks, but, just it's an easy way to move them instead of me having to list them on eBay or whatever, or on TCG Player, just because it's so much easier. PokePJ asks what my whatnot name is. It's just the name of the store, Cardinal Gaming, all together. If you're not joined on whatnot, you can go in the description. I put the link, our invite link there. If you use that invite link to sign up, you get $10 to spend on the app. And then once you spend that $10 on the app, I get $10. Then I can go support other people on there. So that's cool. So if you haven't signed up, that'd be awesome if you went down in the debt. Yeah, Kyle. Yeah, that's one. I've done yesterday was my third stream on there. Collectible Stonks is asking about new card games. I know that there's a lot on Kickstarter and a lot of people that are trying to get into it. I mean, obviously, why wouldn't you? You see MetaZoo doing what it's doing. That started on Kickstarter, so yeah, I mean, so many games come out every year, and a lot of them don't do anything. MetaZoo just happened to hit at the right time and have somebody behind it that's very savvy to what it takes to get off the ground. So, yeah. Normally, I don't buy anything off Kickstarter to stock my store or anything like that. I like to, see that it has a little bit of legs, a little bit, so I probably won't buy anything off Kickstarter to put in my store, but I will definitely see if something new comes out to, like distribution or something, and see if people are interested in it. A lot of people ask, hey, are you getting this in? And they'll be like, oh, I don't know anything about it. I'll look. And then I'll pick up something because people ask about it, so. Been hearing rumors about a reprint of Vivid Voltage, ETB. I'm just gonna guess and say that Vivid Voltage is probably not gonna get reprinted, just because, kind of like, why? And you guys gotta understand too, and this is not something I've ever talked about before, so this is new take. Believe it or not, Pokemon is very acknowledgeable about that the TCG exists as a TCG, and it's not just like a collectible thing. They try to encourage people to play and encourage people to buy new stuff and new sets. So for them to go back and print something like Vivid Voltage after a new set like the Gold Star or V Stars are coming out, it doesn't make a lot of sense because you don't want that product on the shelf competing with your new stuff that's going to progress the game longer. So you get to a point where you let the old stuff die off so that you can promote and encourage people to get into the newer stuff. That's the important thing in TCGs, to keep things moving forward. So you can't always go back and do stuff like that. Would it happen? Probably. I mean, again, Pokemon is making money printing anything that they do, so I'd say, again, nothing's off the table, but it would make sense for them to just not do that and just keep it going. Pokeperiod, hey, appreciate you going on Whatnot and giving us a follow. Appreciate that. Sunday is when the next one. I'm doing Sundays and Wednesdays at 3 o'clock Eastern right now on Whatnot. So I normally have like this last one I did almost 100 cards. I've been doing more than that, but just the streams go on for like hours, so I didn't want to I think right at 100 or 100-ish per stream is really good, because it takes me about 3 hours to get through that, which seems like a lot, but. Alex asked, do I have set days where I'm at the shop? I'll do a couple hours, and if I stopped by, I would love to meet you. Yeah, Alex, I don't get over the shop anymore just because we got this that we're trying to set up over here. I would like to get back over there a couple days. It'd be fun, but because I do enjoy working the shop and just being there. But with the second shop getting worked on and trying to set up this part of the shop here at the warehouse, there's a lot of stuff that just needs to be done still. So yeah, I would say, Alex, give me, like, if you're ever like in the area, uh, hit us up on Facebook or something and ask if I'm going to be there. That's gonna be like the best way probably. PokePJ says every target has Shujin just sitting. Yeah, which is weird because like we say sitting, right? They have it in stock. Um, I think people are so used to seeing Pokemon just not be in stores. The idea is for be in stores and available all the time. Because if people don't see it on your shelves, much like my excuse for like selling things at market or whatever, if you are known as a Pokemon store and the people come in and they don't see Pokemon on your shelves, they're never coming back. They're not going to say, "Oh, well, they don't have it, so what am I doing?" So they want you to be able to go into Target at any time and buy stuff, so that you choose them as a first option. If you're thinking like, "Hey, I want some Pokemon cards," are you going to go to LGS that has it all the time, or do you want to hunt around and possibly not see it at a Walmart that you go to? You know what I mean? So the idea is for them to keep that stuff on the shelves. Just because you see it on the shelves doesn't necessarily mean it's not selling. They could just be really doing really good at restocking it. So Ghost asks if we're going to see more waves of celebrations. I have no idea, Ghost. I would not doubt that we see more of it. Maybe after Brilliant Stars gets done and printed, we might see another wave of it. We probably wouldn't see waves of everything, but we would definitely see probably more ETBs, stuff like that. ETBs are super, super strong sellers still. I still sell, a lot of those. So I think if we were going to get some more, we definitely would get some ETBs. The average player asks, what is a good amount of profit for your shop per month? What is a good amount of profit? It varies. There are some months that I don't profit at all. I do a lot of sales, obviously, but sometimes, like when big sets come out, or like here in February and March, there's gonna be, Magic's gonna release a set, Pokemon's releasing a set. Sometimes it hits like that where you have to put tens of thousands of dollars into a new product that maybe you're not making a profit that month. It can happen. Oh, 415, not 315. That's my 3 Vulpix, Abracadabra. Not the Alakazam. It is 415. The Eevee. That was a good one. First hit Eevee. Make sure I got all these. 3-5, 3-8, 3-9. 3-10. Yup. 12, 13. 14, 15. Yeah, I gotta go back through these because sometimes I'll get to an end and after shipping everything, and I'll have extras. I'm like, uh-oh, where'd I mess up? Yeah, Kyle. February's gonna be kind of crazy. And February's kind of a slower month typically, which is kind of concerning, but I don't know. We don't really have slow months anymore. You know how it is. Kevsicles asks, what do you consider to be a master set? I'm trying to do one for Revoltage, but I noticed other people don't grab the stamped cards. Like you're talking like the pre-release cards. I mean, it's again, you're asking my opinion. You don't have to do it this way, and this is definitely not the de facto way to do it. But I would say doing stuff from the set is fine if you just want one of all the cards in the set. That's a set, a master set. Yeah, definitely all the promos and stuff. You can definitely grab those though. I think that just fleshes it out more. But somebody said, hey, I collect the set. I'm a set collector. I'm collecting just the set of the... Zach says, my store's hardly gotten any TCG product lately. Yeah, I went to Walmart the other night, and I didn't see any TCG. I saw Magic. I had some like Strixhaven stuff, and that was about it. It was kind of weird. So you got 13, 11, 10, 4, 9. Hitmonlee. Jim at Pokemon says bring back first edition stamps. First edition stuff is interesting. I've always said and been against first edition stamps and sets in general. I don't like that there is separation between the markets, because like for Flesh and Blood, the idea is that people that want to collect it will buy the first ed stuff, and then the players will get the unlimited stuff. Pokemon already has such a strong, set that people that want to collect anyways, no matter what. I don't know if it would really be beneficial to them to do it. Plus, the way you have to stagger the releases, and you get products later. I would much rather just sell the product all at the same time, because people want to buy that stuff when it's hype. At the first couple weeks of release, people want to buy stuff. That's when I sell a vast majority of most sets. So if I have to wait 2 months before I get unlimited is already going to be not a good seller anyways. But if I gotta wait, a month or two more to get unlimited sets of the TCG, it would suck for sales. It's just silly. It wouldn't make a lot of sense for Pokemon to do it. Adamoji? I quit looking for Pokemon at Walmart. Target usually doesn't fail for me though. Brought some Darkness Ablaze this morning. Awesome. Yeah, yeah, it's still been hit and miss. Manny says, I'm a huge fan. Love your content, entertainment videos. Manny, I'm assuming you're the same Manny from Pokenomics Discord. I appreciate talking to you guys and having fun. Metazol, super chatting. Appreciate that. Thanks, Mason. What a great way to wake up. Yeah, man. I like doing lives. I wish I was being more productive while I was doing it. But I've got through a couple. I'm still shipping a little bit. Still multitasking a little bit, so... I just want, I want to respect your guys' time, so if you're going to come in here and ask questions, I want to make sure I'm at least get to them relatively soon. Jim Matt says, I agree with your point of view. The rarity and collectability is baked into the low pull rates of secret rares. Yeah. If I had to choose between more often releases or first eds, I would definitely do with just more often releases. Have sets be smaller, and more collectible than having a first ed and then unlimited printing. Pokemon prints just nonstop anyways, and print so much all at once. Also, it doesn't make financial sense to stop printing and then go back and print again for it to be first edition and then unlimited. I don't know, when print runs took forever, that made more sense to do it that way. Because you would start, stop, or you'd be able to take breaks. Print shops are so busy now, and they're so competitive with slots to do stuff. It makes a lot more sense to just put it through, print kind of it all at once, and take up that bigger slot than try to squeeze in time. Because you're going to get delays that way. If print runs get backed up or print shops get backed up, plus you're printing it with, I don't know how many companies they print with, but if Millennium Print Group is all backed up, but then whoever you use down in Texas isn't, and they come out at different times, it's like, what's the point here? What's the point? So yeah, it's kind of a first ed worked back in the 90s, but and early 2000s, but now it just they just print so much, it's kind of not worth it. Andy asked my opinion on Midnight Hunt Crimson Vow double feature. I see that product. I know that I'm getting it. Me not being a Magic guy, I don't know what it means. Like, I don't know what that is. I know there's a lot of cool stuff printed in it. The concept looks cool because it's all like black and white, kind of like a cool like horror movie themed kind of set. I think it's cool. I just don't know what it means. And can you tell me, Andy, like what it is? Card number 6 and stack 5. We're doing 22, 37. 37, 22. Okay. Bloop. Oreos asked, do you think Darkness Ablaze will be remembered similarly to Burning Shadows? Basically like a Charizard set? I think Darkness Ablaze will be remembered as a bad set. Darkness Ablaze is a genuinely bad set as it has aged, because you took your main hit and then you reprinted it not another time, but 2 other times in a higher rarity. What's the point? What are we doing? Like, when you look back at Darkness Ablaze, what are we doing? What do we care about that card for? Or that set for, if it's not the Charizard? And if you want that Charizard, why not just buy like Shining Fates or Champion's Path? I mean, Champion's Path is what I mean. It just makes more sense to go buy Champion's Path. Andy, I also appreciate your interview on Geeked Out Collecting Podcast. Yes, I really enjoy Geeked Out Collecting. I love the content she puts out. She kind of has like spicy, interesting takes that most people don't, because she's just like, she's a genuine collector. So like, she just thinks about things differently and not as much as like somebody that's like all about the value or whatever. So I would like to be on there more. She had talked about having me back after she starts doing interviews and stuff again, which I would really like to do. So it'd be fun, and I enjoy talking to her. Yeah, it is a bad set. Yep. When will we ever be able to afford to grade cards again? I don't know. It looks like here recently they talked about opening up lower tiers. I know that PSA is where you want to send stuff, but again, the cheaper it is, the longer you have to wait. So, Sword and Shield Bays, Rebel Clash, Dr. Blaze are weak sets. Battle Styles is way better. Yeah, Sword and Shield Base was good. Again, you're looking at these now almost 2 years out, so just keep that in mind. But Sword and Shield Base, when it came out, was a very good set, very strong set. It sucked that there was not Ultra Ball in it, because I love Ultra Ball. They made some weird choices about otherwise playable staples that were not in the set. But yeah, I think it was a good set when it came out. The Zacian in it, very playable, was very dominant. So Battle Styles gets a lot of crap, but it's way better than Darkness Ablaze. Agreed. Sharon Jake, did I enjoy SM Pratt's live stream the other day? Do I want to say this in public? Yeah, it's fine. Not like he watches my stuff. I wish SM Pratt would do lives, because obviously, like, people like give him super chats and would send him super chats to ask him things. So like, he's making money doing them. It would make more sense for him just to do lives all the time. Like, why not just do lives whenever and just have people ask you questions? So like I said, I'm surprised he hasn't done them already. To ask him stuff kind of just by himself would make more sense too. Pokeclub is fine. I don't have any problem with Pokeclub. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, to do a Q&A with somebody else as like your first time doing them, it's kind of weird. Oh, okay, Andy, I see it. So it's basically both the collector boxes shoved together, is what I'm hearing. Of sets that sold generally poorly. Yeah, that's not exciting to me. Oh, here's a good question. Collectible stonks. With MetaZoo releasing an online card game similar to PTCGO, along with releasing it at Walmart, Target, GameStop, what would you need to see for you to be comfortable with it standing the test of time? I would need to see, like, all that definitely helps. Like, going into all those mainstream markets definitely helps. I need to see it stand alone by itself. No gimmicks, no NFTs, no other crap. Put out a set and have it sell well and be well constructed. Have beautiful cards, beautiful art, and have playability, and have fleshed out mechanics and a theme of mechanics, so that you're satisfying people no matter what they want it for or what they want to do with it, and just satisfy those needs like a TCG should. That's what you need to see. If I have to buy and worry about NFTs and all this other stuff coming along with it, like I've said, MetaZoo Mike wants to create a brand, a way of MetaZoo as being a brand to put on something. And TCG may have been like the Kickstarter, literally the Kickstarter of it, but as he gets more diversified and spread things out, I worry about the TCG becoming like on the back burner or not as prioritized, which is, if that's what he's doing and it grows his brand, that's fine. But just know that stores like mine are going to be like, okay, well, this is just like the level of, like, I don't know, like a Weiss Schwartz putting out product because it's a popular anime and people are buying it for that reason, as opposed to they like it for the game mechanic. Does that make sense? Timothy says, best set of last couple years has to be Evolving Skies. Yes. I would say Evolving Skies is one of the best sets of all time. I know that's not a thing to say lightly. Poking Fun asks, what do I make of all the Cosmic Eclipse hitting the shelves? And all the Sword Shield ETBs? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's... I still have no idea where that Cosmic Eclipse came from. I still can't buy Cosmic Eclipse from anything, like as a booster box of a Cosmic Eclipse. I don't know where it came from. I haven't seen any lately in any products here recently, so maybe it's just like when they dumped all the rest of the stuff, like all the release of all the sets, maybe they just had some Cosmic Eclipse kicking around and they just put that on the shipments as well. Maybe, I don't know. First edition 17. What's this one? Wazra88 says, I really enjoy Darkness Ablaze. It's been available to US collectors. It seems more plentiful. It's a good set. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you want to collect the set, yeah, it's super cheap because it's all of stuff that's either been reprinted or just was never really played or talked about. So yeah, it's a set to collect. But in the same regard, it's also just like a boring set to open. And I think it's a boring set to look at, personally, so. Cheval says, Mason, now that things have slowed down, do you receive less hate? I think the types of people that comment on my videos has changed. Just because a lot of those people, like, you know, once there's not huge money stonks being talked about and being made, I think a lot of people walked away from that. So I kind of get less people in that regard, because all of those guys were probably like people that bought and sold and were just like my competition, right? So it's just like, yeah, it's kind of silly to they were upset that they couldn't buy from me to flip on their own. And this would be the same kind of people that would come in and talk, be like, just say stupid shit, and just be like, you know, you buying it at distributed price, shouldn't be selling for that. It's just like, yeah, I see that you have like a Nike logo as your profile, and you're like I see that you play the flipping game with sneakers and stuff. I know what you're doing, so like I know what you're doing. Like, I know you want to be able to buy from me to flip, and that's basically what it came down to. I'm assuming there was a lot of people that came over and just like, you know, that wanted to collect it and couldn't, and that's just general frustrations, which I understand and I accept. Like, you know, it's a sentiment everywhere. So Metazoo says, I'm all in on Metazoo and I love the gameplay, but yeah, I don't know about the release date. I have my fingers crossed, but doing that in-house seems like it'll take longer. About that release date, Metazoo, what do you mean by that, the release date? What do you mean? And you actually like the gameplay. That's interesting. Most traditional card players do not like the gameplay. I'm just being honest with that, from what I hear. It's fine. Like, the gameplay's fine. It's not fleshed out all the way, or not very, very deep. And that's just because it's new as well. You know, you got to build out that kind of stuff. I just hope that's their plan, is to like flesh it out really well and like make like, you know, things that are all. I'm trying to think of like, what is it? Stone, earth, mountain, whatever type. Like, all those cards should have like synergy together. So that when you build a deck of that archetype, that it all goes together. Or, you know, that kind of stuff. Like, Nightfall had like dark stuff, and that was really strong. So I know that dark is like really good. And like, Wilderness, you can have like themes like that, but you have to like also like help the other types of cards out as well, so it's not like a runaway train for the 3 months between sets. It makes it a lot less even that way. So Crooksville Song says, in regards to Flesh and Blood and some of the recent mistakes LOL Legend Story Studios has made as a small company, are you in agreement that the game is here to stay for the long run? Collectible, I know that a lot of people that played Magic, or do play Magic, also play Flesh and Blood. I think so long as Magic is in a repressed state, that Flesh and Blood will be popular. There's definitely going to be people that will probably still enjoy Flesh and Blood, but if Magic started taking off again, I think we'll see just it's a competition of time and money for people, and being able to play 2 card games is hard financially. If you want to play the best decks, and if you want to bling out your deck a little bit, it can be hard. So I think financially, if Magic starts being competitive and being played again, you're going to see a lot of players kind of go back and forth on whether or not they want to continue with Flesh and Blood. I know a lot of people do. I know a lot of people really, really love Flesh and Blood and the play style of it, which is awesome. I think it plays really well as well. So I think it's a good game overall. I think it's going to hang around for sure, at least for a couple years or so. I think it's in a way better state than something like all these other card games that came along, and things like Dragon Ball Super. I know it's still played and people still collect it and stuff, but I think it's in a better place than they were. I think it's in a better place than Digimon, obviously, and the My Hero Academia. Like, it's definitely like number 4 as like strength of playability. So I see it sticking around for sure. I gotta respond to the wife's comment since I've played for years. Yes, you do initially buy for the waifus, and the game has very some. But the game. Yeah, Audrey, yeah, of course. Yeah. There's players for all these TCGs, and if there wasn't players for the TCGs, it probably wouldn't exist or last. But I think for the casual people that are buying Weiss Schwartz, it's definitely just for the the IPs that they really like, and just like I have people that don't have any idea how to play it, don't know anything about it, but they'll come in and buy a box just because they like the anime or whatever it's from. So I understand your aspect as well. Of course, it's the same thing with like Pokemon. People that play Pokemon are like, well, you're just buying it because the cards look cool. Well, yeah, of course they are. That's fine. Like, you can enjoy things how you want to enjoy it. It's no big deal. What is your favorite set ever to look at? Random Effect asks. My favorite set to look at. Probably Team Rocket Returns. It's a really fun set just to look at. Just because I think they took a lot of weird takes and art styles that are different in that set. I like the reverses in Team Rocket Returns. I think it looks really good. I'd probably say that one. It's just fun to look at. Thomas Higgins. Hey, Thomas. Are you going to carry Flesh and Blood more? Just heard you guys do it now. Yeah, Thomas, we've been doing Flesh and Blood for a while. We actually get a pretty good turnout for it. I can tell you what days we have it. Just give me 1 second. I'll bring that up. I want to say it's Mondays, Tuesday. Mondays at blah 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 blah. Mondays at 7. No, 6. Mondays at 6. Thomas, if you want to come out. Yeah, we get probably like anywhere between like 6 to 15 guys. Just it's with the holidays and everything. It's been a little while. But yeah, come on out, play. We have we get the armory kits and stuff in, so we always have like promos and stuff to give out. So come on down. Turn Jake, you a black coffee guy? Black with just sugar. So I like it. Cheval says, Mason, you're implying that the haters were hypocrites, that they left for similar reasons they were blaming you? With the first part of what I was saying, yeah. But obviously there's people that are still in the hobby and still enjoy the hobby that were just frustrated with the pricing. And I understand that me being a platform that I'm on and hanging out, where I'm at, and I make myself very accessible. I can talk to me or write me emails or whatever, that I'm going to get a lot of that venting from people. And that's okay. I understand. That's why I've accepted that that's a part of the game, and it's a part of owning a store and owning a business and making money off of a hobby that people enjoy and love. And that if I'm what they see as a negative aspect of that yeah, they're gonna let me know. It's fine. I know I'm behind in the chat, so it's like I'm having to talk about the same topic twice. But I appreciate you guys responding and having a back and forth about it. Adam asks, what should I do with all the alternate arts I've been sitting on? I know PSA is the way to go, but I think the labels are so ugly. PSA does have some doo-doo labels. They really do. Like, I don't like PSA's labels. I think they look like they were written on a typewriter, but at the same time, like, you can't like innovate that a lot, because then older cards from different certs have weirder things, and then you have mixed match stuff, and then you have your old stuff and your new stuff, and then they have different top labels. That can suck. Or if you have like a Pokemon that's all the same or something like that. So I can see why they're apprehensive to change them, but yeah, you're making enough money. Like, innovate your labels a little bit, make them a little at least interesting to look at. Adam says, like CGC's label, but the grading is brutal. Yeah. I would say that if you had to pick one over the other, that, you know, the one that you, if you're doing it to make money and like to make sure the card holds value, you already know the answer. Like, if you're doing it just because it's something that you like and the way you like the way it looks, like, get that CGC then. If you think it looks better. Thomas asked, do you do GLC for Pokemon? The gym leader format? We do not. I think it's cool. I think it's a cool idea. I know about it. I know a lot of people are getting into it. Which is weird because I think standard Pokemon is like in a really good space right now. I think gym leader format came about because of just the unavailable product and the high prices. And now that things are more reasonable and more affordable, I think we're going to see standard probably see an uptick again. So I think it's a cool format, but I personally would rather play standard. But for people that wanted to play other stuff too, I understand too. Random Effect says Fab is great. They need to balance the box pricing and some card rarities. Yeah, I mean, box prices go up and down. Yeah. D-Spill, do you think we're not too far away from modern cards and 10s coming under $50? Modern cards? Yeah. I think there's... Yeah, we're going to see a lot more stuff as we get closer, and if people still enjoy opening cards and stuff, that they're going to want 10s if they're that kind of collector. And there's definitely seems to be an increase of people that are interested in that kind of stuff. So, and buying slab stuff just in general. So, yeah, I think they are. I think they're going to come down, and then the market's going to move enough to where the prices can change like that. Number 7. Number 2, number 7. Boom. Danny says, Base set is fun to look at because it's so nostalgic. Yeah, that's a big part of it for sure, right? Um, Nostalgia is a huge motivator in whether or not people want to buy something of older stuff. As somebody that sells older things like retro video games and stuff, nostalgia plays a huge part in people coming in and buying that kind of stuff and the way the prices are. Kyle asks if I'm playing in the Pokemon tournament. Yes, I will be playing Pokemon later this night. Later tonight. Yeah, I will. Okay. They're drilling some holes downstairs, so that's what all that noise is. So I'll probably hop off here in a couple seconds here, guys. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about? We'll get this wrapped up. You guys will have an enjoyable rest of your day. Alex asks what my whatnot schedule is looking like. I do, yeah, Cyber Collection. I remember seeing you on there. Sundays and Wednesdays are my days. I start 3 o'clock Eastern and go until about 6. Maybe a little later. Just depends on what I got. So Sundays and Wednesdays. Bo Sutherland asked what I think of whatnot. Yeah, I talked about it a lot already. As a seller, from me, it makes a lot of sense to sell on there. It's just a super easy platform to sell on. Very low preparation I have to do, and we have tons of backlogs of cards that we have just sitting around in boxes that I have either overstock of or just have a lot of. I'm sitting on like, what am I gonna do with 30 hollow Vaporeons from Jungle? Like, what am I gonna do with them? Throwing them on whatnot is definitely an easy way just to get some money out of them and just keep them moving, so they're not sitting in a box for a year, until we get around to them. So that's like the goal. It makes total sense for somebody like me to go on whatnot. And yeah, the cards go for cheaper, but it's good just because buyers get to see the card when they buy it. They don't have to worry about condition and buying off of eBay. And again, it's super easy for me. I can go and I can stock that stuff. And then it's going to be, I don't have to stock it in my store to list and sell and take pictures for eBay. I can just throw it online and throw it on whatnot, and it's going to sell. But anyways, guys, appreciate you guys. Again, if you want to join whatnot, I have the link in the description. If you do that link, you get like $10 for free to spend. After you spend that $10, I get $10. So that's cool. I appreciate you guys if you are not on whatnot. But I appreciate you guys, all the questions, being engaged. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. And see you guys in video.